Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're ready now for the anthems. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This lad, Ødegaard, is a player with quite a story. He was plucked at a young age from his native Norway, of course. He's done his tours of duty with a view to aid his development, and now he's gone full circle, posting some impressive figures along the way. He's a wonder kid who's really come good.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So it's away we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. And it's played in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. More and more pressure on the ball here. Berger. Now Ødegaard. Tries one from range. Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bob. Berger. Bob. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He is through here. Here comes impressive jump.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was quick to react. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Berger wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Has crossed into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Berger. Distributed tidily. That's good play. Oh, well played, lovely. Delivers the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? That's a lovely, neat pass. Haaland. Haaland. Haaland! Goal! Norway! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Norway are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Norway have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Haaland! Norway looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Played out towards the right wing. Berger. And it's Ødegaard. Now this could be a chance. Chips it through. Good ball, good take. He's rising! And it's come back out to him. And he gets rid in a hurry. Tries to pass it through. Space for him to turn and look. And he's managed to get free. Corner it is. Oh, good effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's found a way past. That's destined for the flank. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Norway really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Norway just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So right back into the action.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Haaland. Now who's going to be first to this? Haaland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a pop! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Haaland just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. Bob. Bob crosses it in. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Ødegaard goes short, and he's gone backward here. Knocks it into... Can he finish? And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. if they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Norway are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Berger looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He was under real pressure there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Haaland.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking for options. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have movement on both benches. Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. It's their second corner of the game. Ødegaard with the short one. Backward it goes. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And here's the chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance. He's having a shot! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And again! It's a goal! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Après 77 minutes de jeu par le numéro 23. Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le numéro 24.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Norway have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Driving on and making good progress. Chance for a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Haaland really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Crosses it in. Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Haaland. And the ball's gone astray.
Il y aura 4 minutes
Confirmation
de temps
that there will be
additionnel.
4 minutes stoppage time. And he's had it nicked away. And now the breakaway. The less said about that pass, the better. Driving forward. Now, can they get him away? So that's it. It is all over. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. This then the greatest show. Olise! That's another chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Le numéro 15.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Now that looks a decent ball. Space for him to turn and look. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he is dashing away. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Gyökeres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
The ball goes in, and the keeper beats it away. That is very well defended. And here's Mbappe. Fekir. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Elise's cross. Tries one from range. Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Pressing high and with purpose. Now, can they get him away? Makalele, he is through here. Now the cross. Terrific effort. It's in. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a good-looking delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good take. It is a corner. France with the corner, they're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Zaire Emery. Fekir. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
(3-0), and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Tries to get it clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Goodmanson. And here's Isak! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Now it's Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. He's found a way through. Olise!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
And it's Zaire Emery. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Hangs one in.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Gyökeres. Isak. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Olise.
On 2 now, and looking for 3. And here's Isak. Olise carries the ball down the right. He's got away.
Olise. Aimed beyond the defence.
Cross. Oh, good climb! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
That's it, 45 minutes up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
France absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves, just stay calm and see this one out.
France, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. The second half is up and running. Knocks it out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gyökeres! And it's in! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Sweden may be down, but not out just yet. Isak. Makalele gets a foot in here.
Zaire Emery.
Zaire Emery charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Fekir. It's Fekir! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He doesn't look too happy with that. Fekir, challenged just a bit on the firm side.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Olise.
He is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Zaire Emery.
Good running, strong and purposeful. That's beautifully weighted. And he's there to belt it away. Fekir.
Zaire Emery.
Pass is just off target. Gyökeres. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Sweden have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
À sa place, le numéro 39. Attention, changement.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
France palpably stronger, better, superior. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfect. Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Sweden have opted to make another change here.
Changement.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Dembele. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Isak. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. Bergvall. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Tell. Knocks it into space. Elanga. And it's Bergvall. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Makaleli. Koundé. And that's played in low. Elanga. Bergvall. Has a look and plays it forward. Makaleli. That is good progress on the left. Mbappe! And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Makaleli. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
And it's Zaire Emery.
Threads one in. Oh, well measured. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as it goes. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly...
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this great chance! Goal! Ecuador! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the shot's on here. Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That has been knocked clear. Caicedo. He'll try from distance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a towering header! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ecuador are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space, and he's running through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Space for him to turn and look. And across. Nicely spread. Now he's off and running.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious.
Oh, good effort! Oh, it's taken a touch. And that is a little undercooked. Half an hour played now. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Deftly away. Valencia applies the finish. That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ecuador heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is good alertness. He shifted it to the flank. Caicedo. Quality ball. And here's Valencia. Now the cross. He's rising! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Now it's Valencia. Oh, important interception. Cleared without hesitation. Chance, surely! Off the post. Not a bad try by any means.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Ecuador firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Good effort from distance. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, great leap!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the ball is out of play.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's good play. He's got away. They want to be quick to... And the keeper couldn't hold it. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's in plenty of space here. Estupinian. Valencia being hunted in packs.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Very good finish, but that backline could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
Ecuador find a position of real strength now. Good ball, good take. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Ecuador choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ecuador do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Shapes to shoot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
So what can they make of this?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a pop! Superb from Caicedo. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Spread it left. Can he get on the end of this? And he was quick to react. Oh, that's delightful. Played out wide. There they go, hunting in packs. That is ended up in no man's land. Ecuador are looking to break at pace. That's been slipped through. And he thumps it clear. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There's the shot! Now it's Valencia. Now that looks a decent ball. Estupinian.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
This looks promising. Foot in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's made its way to him.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo
Spread
reglamentario.
to the right. Space for him to turn and look. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good take in a good area. Played into the box. Estupinian is... And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Ecuador can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrará un boletín informativo del Departamento de Policía.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Shifted it to the flank. And this is Batistuta. Serginho's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most convincing of passes.
This is the time you need that pace.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vitinha, and here's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Drogba. Nicely spread. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cafu, and the counter is on. No goals as yet. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kovacic is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister gets on his bike and on the move. An instinctive delivery. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Can he get on the end of this? McAllister. He's had it taken off him. Dembele. Covered. Big chance! Well, now, and again! Off the post! De Ligt gets it away. And this is Dembele. And this is Kovacic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kovacic wins the duel this time. Oh, well measured. Thinks about the shot. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kovacic. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aims beyond the defence. Played out towards the right wing. Beckham has the space to scheme. He has found the way through. And he was alert to it. Kimmich. Ball played for Dembele. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha going forward. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta. Great vision. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Vitinha. Roberto Carlos.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Tries to pass it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get it through? And he's there to belt it away. Cafu. And here's Beckham. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Away we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Silvestre getting this one clear. And the shot! What a save! Terrific reactions. Hoisted in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a promising position. In a towering header! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Como are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And he's found a way past. Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Vitinha. And here's Yamal. Oh, important interception. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Celtic restore parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
There's the shot! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And yes, it's him again. And it's Dembele. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Celtic are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vitinha, Kovacic. Nicely weighted ball. De Ligt. Looking to play him in. Cristiano Ronaldo! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kimmich. Dembele. Tries to play it through. De Ligt gets over and intercepts. Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he's all alone. It's Dembele! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Celtic really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Pinches it off him. It'll be a throw-in. Looking for options for movement. Raul. Kimmich. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul in acres of space out wide. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Roberto Carlos. Just 5 minutes left. Kovacic. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Akanji clears it away. Messi. Kovacic. Oh, super find.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23, numero 18, Drogba.
David.
Lasciano il campo per
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Il numero 14. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Makaleli.
Ci saranno 5
And they can counter here. Oh, just skips past his Rivaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Akanji. Kimmich. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And the referee brings it to a close. Como illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football.